Welcome to the channel Chemistry for Competitive Exams. This is Satya Trinath. In this video, I am going to explain you one more important named reaction, that is the Riemer-Tiemann reaction, dear students. The Riemer-Tiemann reaction is a named reaction. Generally, we come across with phenols. Generally, phenols properties, while we are studying the properties, this is the one of the important named reaction shown by the phenol. In this reaction, what happens is the phenol is allowed to react with chloroform. The phenol, as you all know, this is the phenol molecule. This is allowed to react with chloroform in the presence of an aqueous base, dear students. That means NaOH dissolved in water or KOH dissolved in water, etc. An aqueous base. Later, in the latter stages, final stages, the process is subjected to the treatment with diluted acid. And this entire process generally takes place at around 65 degrees Celsius temperature. So, these are the reactive conditions, dear students. When phenol is allowed to react with chloroform in the presence of an aqueous base followed by the treatment with diluted acid, then the formed product is orthohydroxybenzaldehyde. That means the OH group will be like this, but here at the ortho position, the aldehydic group is going to get substituted. Orthohydroxybenzaldehyde. Orthohydroxybenzaldehyde is the product, major product I am talking about, which is generally known as the salsilaldehyde. This is the molecule generally referred as salsilaldehyde. This is the major product that is going to be formed. Dear students, in this particular reaction, please make a note of two important points. That is, the first thing is, in this reaction generally what is happening, the formylation, that means the aldehydic group is going to get substituted at the ortho position of the phenol. That means the formylation is taking place. The C double bond OH group generally referred as the formyl group, which is going to get substituted at the ortho position. So, simply the formylation reaction. This is the formylation reaction, first point. The second note you have to make it is, why only the ortho product we are saying as the major product? Because if the C double bond OH group gets substituted at the ortho position, already in the phenol molecule there is the OH grouping. This hydrogen and the oxygen of the C double bond OH group can participate in the intermolecular hydrogen bonding. That means intramolecular hydrogen bonding. So, because of this intramolecular hydrogen bonding, this particular molecule salsilaldehyde gets the extra stability. That is the reason why orthohydroxybenzaldehyde becomes the major product. Otherwise, there is a possibility of having the parahydroxybenzaldehyde also, dear students. This product also can be formed. Parahydroxybenzaldehyde also can be formed, but this is the minor product. This is just the minor product. Why this is minor product? There is no intramolecular hydrogen bonding in this parahydroxybenzaldehyde. But in orthohydroxybenzaldehyde, there is the possibility of having intramolecular hydrogen bonding, which gives the extra stability to this molecule. So, what are the two important points you have to note here? One, this is just the formylation reaction of phenol. Second point is, why the orthohydroxybenzaldehyde or salsilaldehyde is the major product? Because there is the possibility of having the that means the intramolecular hydrogen bonding, which is giving the extra stability to this particular molecule. So this is the Raymond-Tiemann reaction. Now how come this product is formed? I will explain you with the help of the mechanism, which is also a very simple phenomenon. Please observe this. The mechanism of this reaction, if you look carefully, here this reaction first is taking place in the presence of base. This base attacks one of the reactant, that is the chloroform, CHCl3. We all know base has a tendency of grabbing the proton, so automatically this OH minus takes away the H plus ion from this CH bond. So this bond turns entirely onto the carbon. Simultaneously, what happens, dear students, the CCl bond, the chlorine will leave as Cl minus. So two things are happening simultaneously. One, the removal of H plus ion as well as the removal of Cl minus also. Thereby what happens? Water molecule is removed out, the OH minus and H plus leaves out as water, and the Cl minus also leaving the system, which results in the formation of a dichlorocarbene, CCl2 molecule. A carbene is a reactive intermediate having 2 electrons on a particular carbon. Got it? So a dichlorocarbene as intermediate is formed. This is the reactive species. Okay. Now say suppose this as the first step, that means the dichlorocarbene formation. Dichlorocarbene formation is the first step, dear students. Later what happens? Now the phenol molecule is in the first step is reacted with the base. We all know phenol is acidic. At any time this H plus ion can leave. Okay. So this H plus ion combines with the OH minus of the base and leaves out as the water, which results what? The formation of the phenoxide ion. This phenoxide ion is extra stable than phenol itself. We all know this because of the resonance phenomena. So what is the thing that is formed here? Phenoxide ion. So phenol upon treatment with the base is converted to phenoxide ion. This phenoxide ion will now involve in the phenomena called resonance and form a carbon ion. That means what happens? It gives rise to minus double bond O. Okay. Here one point you have to observe, dear students. This is O minus and this is C minus. Among these two, the C minus acts as a good nucleophile than the O minus. That is why this particular ion is turned or changed into this particular grouping. Please observe why it is not participating in the reaction with the help of O minus, because it is a weak nucleophile on comparison to the C minus. So C minus is a very good nucleophile than the O minus. Please observe this point. So this one now is allowed to react with this dichlorocarbene, right? Then what happens? With the help of this negative charge, it forms a bond. Okay. Please observe here, this molecule is having the aromatic character. Here its aromaticity is disturbed. Please observe this point, which plays a vital role. Next, what happens? It gives rise to, here there is one CH bond, I will take the help of it, C double bond O, these are the 2 bonds remaining. Here there will be one CH bond, at every carbon there is one CH bond, you all know. This is CCl2, and because of this bond formation, now it picks the negative charge. Okay, up to this point, hope you have understand. Now what happens? Now this C minus acts as a base and takes up this H plus ion. Okay, then because this molecule, this particular thing is not having the aromatic character, so it tries to acquire the, again convert back into its aromatic form, so that the CH bond, this bond entirely shifts into the benzene ring system, and this pi bond transfers onto the oxygen. Then what happens? This particular intermediate is formed. Now the aromatic character again is regained. Now this has become CHCl2. Hope you have understand. C minus got attached with the H plus, becomes CH, and these are the two existing Cl bonds, and now this bond transfers into the benzene ring system and this becomes the O minus. Hope you have understand up to this. Now what happens? Because there are two Cls present here, if we take 2 moles of base, say 2 moles of NaOH or simply 2 moles of OH minus, now what happens? A simple nucleophilic substitution takes place. I am explaining it directly. Okay, that means in the place of these 2 chloride ions, 2 OH minus groups gets substituted. Then what happens? This is converted into like this, O minus, and this has become CH, OH and OH. Means what? These 2 chloride ions are removed out. In their places the OH minus got substituted. Hope you have understand up to now. Now what happens? Please observe this particular point, dear students. We all know if 2 OH groups are present on the same carbon, the molecule becomes less stable. It regains its stability by losing the water. So out of these 2 OH groups, one water molecule is removed out. Automatically it loses that water molecule, so that what happens? It has become an aldehydic group. So now this is O minus, this becomes C double bond OH, C double bond O, and this is already existing H, right? Now in the final step of this reaction, simply I told you at the beginning of the reaction, the treatment with diluted acid, this thing will come into place. Now what happens? Upon treatment with the acid, the O minus acquires the H plus and convert itself to the OH group. So it has become OH CHO. Simple, right? So this is the entire mechanism of this Ramer-Tiemann reaction. Very simple mechanism. Please observe. The base attacks the chloroform, right? A dichlorocarbene is formed. Next, phenol is treated with the base. Being an acidic molecule, it loses the H plus ion, converts to phenoxide ion. This phenoxide ion is extra stable because of resonance, and it shows the resonance phenomena and acquires the negative charge on the carbon. Why the negative charge on the carbon is participating in the reaction? Because this is a better nucleophile than the O minus. Then this thing will happen. Here in this step the aromaticity got removed. Again, by changing this C minus, by acquiring this H plus, it reverts back this bond into the benzene system so that it acquires its aromatic character again. Then a normal nucleophilic substitution by the base, so that 2 OH groups are obtained on the carbon or substituted on the carbon in the place of the 2 chloride ions. Later on, if the same carbon has 2 OH groups, it loses water molecule to get the stability, so that it is becoming an aldehydic group. Finally, it is treated with the acid, so that we have obtained our required molecule, orthohydroxy benzaldehyde. This is the simple mechanism of Ramer-Tiemann reaction, dear students. Hope you have understand this. This is the Ramer-Tiemann reaction. Phenol treated with chloroform in presence of aqueous base, followed by the treatment with dilute acid, converts into orthohydroxy benzaldehyde as the major product, which is generally referred as the salicilaldehyde. Hope you have understand this reaction. This is very simple. Please put it in practice. Thank you so much for watching, and keep supporting me by subscribing and pressing the bell icon so that you can get all my videos as notification, dear students. Okay, thank you so much. Thanks for watching.